Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 20 on EA Sports. We're just about set to get started, and this ought to be a good one between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cleveland Browns. So,
just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cleveland Browns. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Browns heading out, and the pressure squarely on the shoulders of number 6 in his second season now with the Browns. The number 1 overall pick in 2018, Baker Mayfield. They go play action. Mayfield. And his first look is incomplete. And a look now at the starting offense for the Browns.
I'd say it was a pretty nice debut season for Nick Chubb in 2018. He fell just 4 yards short of a 1,000-yard season as a rookie, but he did average over 5 yards per carry and had a 92-yard touchdown run against the Atlanta Falcons, the third longest run in the league last season.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Here's Pittsburgh's starting defense. And you know, for the Steelers, the decision to trade their 2020 first-round pick for safety Minkah Fitzpatrick so far looking like a good one. He has 4 interceptions, most by a Steeler since Troy Polamalu back in 2010.
And when that trade was made, am I incorrect in thinking that the buzz wasn't great? Like, why are you giving up a first-rounder or a safety? Well, the reason they're doing it, pick 6 in Week 9 against the Colts. That goes 96 yards, the 3rd longest in Steelers history.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Pittsburgh Steelers trot back onto the field here. As we said earlier, they're 4-4 now, and they've won 4 of 5. Mike Tomlin, after the game, said a couple of interesting kind of funny things. Said, happy to be at 500 at the turn, trying to get that September stench off of us where they struggled. He said it's also good to be sitting at 4-4, and I never thought I'd hear myself say that.
And he's right about that, because when you're in Pittsburgh, you never expect to be 4-4, especially having to battle to get to be 4-4. So next up.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. James Conner, 55 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Charles, as Cleveland gets set to start this next drive, you know, things are really unraveling for the Browns. 4 straight losses now after the loss against Denver in Week 9. And that loss to Denver was against a team that was struggling themselves and had a quarterback making his first career start.
Struggling doesn't even begin to say what they were facing against that offense, because Denver, when I saw them against Kansas City, and you know how Kansas City struggled on defense, they destroyed Denver's offense. Sacked the quarterback 9 times, didn't permit the running game to get started. Not much going on good in Denver, but when you talk about Cleveland, the thing that surprises me the most, they're not getting blown out. They just don't know how to win close games, and that's something that has to happen, and shouldn't be a real surprise considering what their recent history has been. 0-16, learning how to win. They've got to figure out a way to get over the hump.
Well, 2-6, and now it's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 70 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches, and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we are tied at 7. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rudolph. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Rudolph. Open man. Smith-Schuster. It's complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. On 1st and 10, Rudolph gets this to his running back. That's Jalen Samuels. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 42-yard line. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joe Schobert gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. After the sack on 1st down, Rudolph.
But that play was...
And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl cornerback Denzel Ward. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Johnson, the intended target. The Cleveland offense ready to go. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Well, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Mayfield. Going back to Lander. This time he's got him complete. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
A big boot that time. 57 yards, the official distance. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. These two teams all tied after one. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Connor. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Rudolph. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the 1st. Out of the gun, Rudolph. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now Rudolph on 1st down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. T.J. Carey right there in coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Now Rudolph. But it's brought in by Washington. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
2nd and goal from the 1. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. From back at the 3 now. This is 3rd and goal. They'll try to surge ahead with Connor. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Conner with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Steelers have taken the lead. And always a good 1st half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
They're just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Mayfield, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt, his second sack of the night. To try again after the sack. Mayfield, that's complete to Demetrius Harris, the tight end. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Mayfield now. Got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 38-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Mayfield brings him up 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Mayfield to throw it. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Mayfield looks to throw. It's caught by OBJ. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. On third down, Mayfield. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Going to the air again with Mayfield. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's Austin Seibert now for the Browns field goal. This will be a 34-yard attempt. Seibert's kick is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
Defense.
Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
After the made field goal, Seibert back out there to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. So we've reached halftime. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. James Conner and the Steelers ready to get their next drive going. And he's found the end zone twice, and now I'm guessing he's thinking, hey, let's find it 3 times.
And you got to figure from the defensive perspective, how has he gotten there twice? What are we going to do to keep him out for a 3rd time? How do we tighten things down? Because he and his offensive mates, they are really in sync right now.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
This is Samuels. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. On second and 1, Rudolph. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Juju Smith-Schuster, 34 yards. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bud Dupree. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48, and a return of 8. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Mason Rudolph leading this offense out for their next possession. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the third quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your coach? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to the always disruptive Olivier Vernon. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. Second and 19. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Browns will take over first and 10. And the Browns getting set to go. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Let's go.
Mayfield now from the 50. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Connor on first down, not going to get a whole lot. Maybe a couple. Second down coming up. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them. Melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 16 yards, a first down. Rudolph looking to throw it. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. They go draw play. This is Samuels. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. 2nd and 5 now. Rudolph. He's got the tight end, Vanette. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. From the gun, here's Rudolph. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
And that's exactly what you're supposed to do with good field position. You make the other side pay when you don't have far to go for the score.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
53 to Mike. 53, check 53. Get it.
Rudolph looking to throw. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. From one end zone to the other, 101 yards. And the Browns get a score closer.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from the special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Back to throw, Rudolph. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
3rd and long, it's Rudolph. And he finds McDonald. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards, the final tally. Rudolph now to throw. Complete to Washington. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Back to the air, Rudolph. Complete, it's Johnson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Rudolph, open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster.
On the ball.
They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Hey, Charlie.
Now Rudolph on 1st down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They set the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Deontay Johnson there to make the grab. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now in desperation, and for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Here's Connor on 1st down going nowhere as he's going to be stacked up behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A 3rd down gain of 19. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And they will throw it here with Rudolph.
These guys are
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and then high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. Past the 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Antonio Callaway, 98 yards. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And it's the Steelers that come up with it. And that should just about do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
Go now. 30 base. Check 53. Been a long day. Ready?
On first down, Rudolph. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his second touchdown of the night. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
One last shot from Mayfield here. And this is dropped in incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone. As time has run out on this ball game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say good night from Cleveland.